It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Let's close out the weekend with what should be a good one on Monday Night Primetime between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Welcome, everyone, to the start of the NFL postseason. Kate Scott, Brock Heward here as these teams begin the journey toward the Super Bowl. And at this stage, Brock, it's a daunting task ahead to make it all the way. They need 3 straight wins. Let the postseason begin. We're underway in this AFC wildcard weekend contest. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Kate, it is a long postseason road ahead of them, especially when you're the road team in this wild card environment. They're going to likely be underdogs all postseason long, so you better embrace that moment. You better attack it like every play is on the line. In this first drive, I'd expect them to lead by example. Be aggressive from the jump.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Lamar now from the gun. He'll try and run this. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Baltimore, first down. A gain of 15. First down, Baltimore.
Lamar's going to keep this one. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
This is Henry on second. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. Throwing now on first down. It's Jackson. And this one is knocked away from the intended targets. Good start from the defense here as that incompletion brings up second down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Here's Lamar. Short pass brought in. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Third and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. And bringing them out, a former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
You and I both know, Kate, that in this building, in their building, all the talk was on the playoffs. But outside noise, everybody's been talking about this season and the production. You get up over 40 touchdown passes in a year. You're looking at not just a prolific individual event. You're talking about an offense that could drive this team to the Super Bowl.
First and 10 from the 32.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Running with Walker again. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
4 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down.
Walker running to the right. Breaks the tackle. He's still going. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
That's another Jaguars first down.
On the carry, it's Walker. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
It's a design boot. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Throwing this one back of the end zone. And he sails that one over the end zone. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Coach John Harbaugh sending his Ravens offense back to the field. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
In motion, Bateman over right. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens go up 6-0 here in the first. Zay Flowers, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
This is Andre Schmidt to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jaguars nothing.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Second drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. They left a few on the table there last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And this is taken ahead to the 37. Hauled down by Andrew Winger.
It's a gain of 4.
On 3rd and 2, here's Lawrence. Man downfield, and Myers has it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
At the 34-yard line.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless. So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Second down again to Newton. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24.
They'll go again here with Newton. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
That's another Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. He will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars make it a 1-point game. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. Motioning the tight end left. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Andrews has it, working downfield. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got it first to begin the frame. They send the tight end in motion left. Flying down the middle of Henry. They'll cobble together a yard there. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Lamar out of the pistol. Steps up, and he's running with it. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Rolling, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Pretty even match in this 1st half. You're just kind of waiting. Right, you just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And they're facing a long field ahead of them as that kick skips out near the 11. The Jaguars start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Walker on 1st down. They aren't getting anything here, Brock. They're actually going to lose some. Back to the 10. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there. That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Jukes away from one. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Baltimore running its offense out now. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
So Reed, they'll hand off to Henry. He's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's third down now. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Jags loading up the secondary on this third down. They've got 6 DBs out there. They'll throw, third and long. Bails out of the pocket quick, making the call himself. Anyway, before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. That's going to bring up fourth down. Daniel Whelan on the punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Lawrence hangs out to it. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with third down and 3.
It's a gain of 2.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained the play.
Takes a man, he's running free. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
On play action now, Lawrence. Hits his running back. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. Here's their first carry for LaQuint Allen. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. 2 set of downs for him from the 31.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They go with Walker here. Down to the 10. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a second-quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
On his Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7.
14. Ravens 7.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Starting from the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 50.
The tight end in motion now. First down, here's Lamar. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here's Henry on the option. Defense followed the ball perfectly on that zone read and closing on him for a loss. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's two looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing, bro? They'll get 16 yards on that play, and that's going to be a Baltimore first.
At the 29-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
So it'll be 2nd and 2 when we get back from our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football coming up from Everett. From the gun, Jackson. He completes it in traffic. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens earn the chance to tie before halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jaguars start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
Gets his tight end on the corner out. And he will get this inside the 30. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on him. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
11 more yards. That's another Jaguars first down.
From the red zone now. Here's a screen now for Walker. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Jaguars.
Run here with Allen. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Simpson. It's a gain of a yard.
Lawrence working from the gun. That one's incomplete in the end zone. One of the biggest snaps of this opening round of the postseason. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Catch made. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take the lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Little Tex on the extra point. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors.
Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Ravens offense to the field for the final drive of this first half. And with field position and the clock against him here, probably not going to see anything of substance. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Lamar now from the gun. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Back to throw it. And he managed what he can up to the 48. Josh Hines Allen, that time to haul him down. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. We continue on with a great day of football. This, the 3rd of the 3 Wild Card Sunday games. Let's show you what's transpired so far. Our tour around the NFL starts now at legendary Lambeau Field. It's the Packers at home to take on the Lions in the NFC North. And it's Jordan Love. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown pass. From there, let's go out to Denver, checking in on the Broncos as they host the Tennessee Titans. And this is Tyjae Spears. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. 52 yards, touchdown. The Titans prove they are a force to be reckoned with. The number 5 seed advances with a road win. Lastly, let's go out to Santa Clara, the 49ers hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And here is the running back. He'll take this one in from 2 yards out. And here's a look at the current playoff bracket in the NFL playoffs. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches. At the 39-yard line.
They give up the gut to Walker. And he's not going to get there. The defense attacked to deny the marker, and now a chance of a stand here with 3rd and 1.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Ricky Myers, and he's got it. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's good for a Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Lawrence now off the play action. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Lawrence trying again on second. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Brings up third down.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing is Lawrence on third down. Past the line, he's going to run for it. He is down to the 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Jaguars have a first down.
And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Walker now from the gun. Escapes a defender. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Malachi Starks read that nicely. He makes the stop.
Starks on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Hits him on the out route. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. Working inside the red zone. Has it in close. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Lawrence in the pistol. Makes the catch. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars grow the lead coming out of halftime. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. His return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25. Coach Don Harbaugh sending his Ravens offense back to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Andrews has it, working downfield. He does it, touchdown Baltimore! The Ravens start the second half with some needed points. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. First and 10, it's Lawrence. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Ravens take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. Look at where they start with the football now.
And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and goal, Baltimore.
From the pistol, Henry. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Jaguars start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. Walker gets the pitch. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
In the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Ravens crowding the passing lanes. They go into the dime for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd.
To the air on 3rd and long. Big play pushes them beyond midfield. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
15 yards. That's good for a Jaguars.
1st down throw. Lawrence finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down at the 30. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
4 yards. That's another Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 2nd down now. They need 7.
2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
That's another Jaguars 1st down.
Tootin gets it from the gun. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He's got it. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a 3rd quarter lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7.
35. Ravens 28.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return coming from the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. You see the Ravens making their way out now. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Jackson keeping it himself. He cuts it to the right sideline. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Gives to Henry on the inside handoff. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. The Ravens with it, facing the potential end of their postseason as they trail. Second down now, 7 to go. Changing it up here, Jackson. Down the field, he's got Pierce. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Ravens first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
From the gun, Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
It's in or no, they dropped another one. Hicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down. Desperation time here. Flushed out of the pocket. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens now trail by just a point in the 4th. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown.
Okay, you got to be aware defensively by this point that this guy is going to run if he sees daylight. I think there was an awareness factor. They just couldn't stop him. He has just been that kind of X factor with his legs.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
35-35.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He fields it from the 8. He dodged the tackle. He stopped on the run back at the 27. And the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive. We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up third down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Lawrence here running the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. We've set it downs from the 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Lawrence. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10.
Incomplete. It leads to second.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Malik Robertson takes it away. And the Ravens take possession down inside the 30 after the interception.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. And now this offense has got a chance to do so.
The Ravens trotting out their offense. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Jackson to throw it. Connects with Bateman. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 6. And it's
Lamar now from the gun. He's making a bid for it. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Following the play, one of the Jaguars in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. This is a big moment, Brock. Here comes Andre Schmidt. This a 39-yarder. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And the question out there is, Brock, how early and often are they going to try passing here after they were picked off on the previous drive?
Well, I think the answer to that is how much trust does this play caller have in his quarterback? We're going to get to find out right now.
And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40.
15 yards on the play. That's good for a Jaguars first down.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Staying with Walker. And now approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Ravens are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Continued excellence from this defense as they force another interception, Brock. And now a chance at some redemption for their offense. Had to settle for a field goal after that last pick. Now they get a chance at a touchdown once again.
Yeah, and we know this, Kate. We know the turnover margin in these games is so often a dictator, but when you add points off those turnovers and takeaways, well, you often end on the winning ledger more times than not.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. The left side caught by Andrews. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. So now here's 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Lamar. Cut out left. And they bring him down around the 34. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Ravens.
They've got a man in motion. A designed run, Jackson keeping it. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson's going to keep it again. Here he goes again. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Jaguars 35.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And, Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. A dose of the hurry up here. Out of the gun, Lawrence. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Got his man. Thomas has it. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th.
Ravens 45. Jaguars
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now.
The kickoff for the Jaguars.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. First call here coming from the shotgun. The drive begins with Henry. Shoots away from one. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
First down.
They've got first down here from the 36. Now Jackson off the play action. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They send a tight end in motion. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Back to throw it. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Offense.
Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up fourth down. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. They go play action. Lawrence. All in left side. And this one doesn't go far. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars down by only 3. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Now it's Lawrence. Complete. It's Myers. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's good for a Jaguars. First down.
From the pistol, it's here to Walker. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line.
No gain on the play.
Setting up to pass.
Second and 10.
That's dropped underneath. Walker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Ken Walker.
Working fast as that clock ticks down.
Brings up third and
Here he is to throw. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him.
It's a gain of 30. And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 25.
Back to throw. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for 2nd down and 13. They'll look to throw it. Completed to his running back. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
Throwing now. Complete beyond the marker. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minutes. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25. Baltimore running its offense out now. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
He was covered by Travis Hunter.
Throwing again is Lamar. He's going to tuck it and run. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. They go play fake with Jackson. Gets this one to Andrews. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. All set now, 1st and 10.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Now Now here's Lamar. This is for the ball game. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play. One final shot here. This is for the ball game. Another pick bounces off their hands in the end zone, Brock. Back-to-back chances to escape the field, and they dropped both interceptions. So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. Well, safe to say, Brock, the nerves are out of the way. Their playoff run officially off and running as they punch their ticket to that divisional round.
Yeah, and we know through the years this wild card round is never taken lightly. Crazy things happen every year as the playoffs begin, and we can't forget, for a lot of these guys, it's their first experience of the postseason, and they acquainted themselves to the playoff atmosphere, I'd say pretty darn well.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.